when we last left off on session 1, which was last week, not any week previous to that, but definitely last week.
It's a week ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Our intrepid heroes came to the Silverleaf Forest, a great and expansive bit of woods in the north of the continent, in search of a magical chalice, which shall be a great rediscovery lost long ago to herald in a prosperous and lucky reign for the new king. Yes, our intrepid heroes also almost all got butchered by a tree, but you know.
Yes.
No,
The
nothing
trees
happened.
started speaking.
And we have like 2 carts filled with like food and supplies. We ended it with
Oh,
an
yeah, we
orgy.
lost
Everything
those
was great.
too.
No, they're right there. Just right behind that tree.
Just
Go
behind the
get.
tree. The tree brought him back.
So yeah, you guys had a bit of an oopsie with your supplies and a tree, but you managed to make it to a camp full of hunters who, it turns out, are defending themselves against a great deal of big beastie boys. A pack of huge, vicious wargs, which have been attacking them relentlessly over the last several days. And so, battered and bruised themselves, the party decided to stay at the camp for a couple days to recuperate from their beatings. But before they are able to leave, the wolves begin to howl and circle at the gates. So, everyone, mark off any exhaustion you may have, refill your resources, get your HP back.
And make sure you're clicked on the token when initiative comes up.
Yeah, speaking of which, it is early in the morning of your second, or I guess now third day here in the camp. You'll be ready to leave this morning if all goes well. And then the wolves. A group
Why
of
can't I?
guards assemble at the impromptu barricade and walls surrounding the camp. The injured and the sick retreat to the back of the gully. And Norman, the catfolk hunter leading this group, with his great white wolf's coat, bids you all to join him in defending his people from this savage assault.
Why can't I roll this well as LOA?
Because you touch yourself at night.
I mean, also, can I not be all the way back here?
Yes, you can situate yourselves wherever you want to be, as long as it's behind the brown line.
Okay, so I guess we'll just make a wall.
Oh. Oh, you were all the way back there, right?
Yeah, I was where June was.
Yeah, you had to go back to the injured camp because I didn't expect you to be here for this session. That was definitely not like 2 weeks ago, so that's fine. Alright, let's see. I'm just going to make it initiative boy. He's going to be, like, up here at the top of the map. Don't mind him.
And I definitely can't only stay for like an hour and a half because I have work.
Look, it's
Right.
fine, because when you're ready to leave, Amgel will get here, and it's basically the same shit.
Yay, 2 fighters!
Yeah, it's great.
Woo.
It's just trading a fighter for a fighter. It's a zero-sum game.
Fighter.
So she has 1 more HP than I have because I chose intelligence as one of my higher stats for no reason whatsoever. Don't look behind the curtain.
It's fine. She also has 4 less AC. So,
It all evens out.
oh boy.
All the wargs? All the wargs.
All the wargs.
All the wargs.
All the wargs.
Everywhere.
Work up.
Wargle borgle.
Woof woof.
So there is a great howling from around the camp. Great big golden eyes peer from the tree line, and then huge shapes begin rushing towards you. Group of wolves. Gonna get, like, and they slam against the walls, scratching, pushing, snapping their teeth. And then other wargs charge. Hup, hup, in leaping onto their backs and over the walls. And they descend upon you before you can even truly ready your defenses.
Is it daytime?
It is very early in the morning, so it's still like mostly blackout.
Nice.
So, yeah, you are not disadvantaged by being a kobold yet.
Man, these guys know some maneuvers.
Alright, let's see. There's 4 people here and 4 wargs, so Tanuki, Sif, Tanuki, Tanuki. 1, 2,
I will
3,
use-
4.
I will use my reaction to turn that 21 against the Tanuki into it
Nice.
as a protection fighter.
Yeah.
And the bite does hit me for the second attack.
Alright,
Pride
and
Pally.
it hits the
Woo.
first Nuki as well. Misses the second Nuki. And hits the third Nuki for the exact same damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, the chesty woodswomen swing their axes up to defend themselves, but they are snapped and chomped at, and you hear shouts of pain. Sif. It's a good idea.
Okay. Oopsie. It's terrible, terrible roll, though.
Oh.
Ouch. Okay. So, I guess the one that bit me. Damn it.
Let's see. Well, that's enough to hit.
Yay, I did it.
Swing.
I'm the hero.
You are. Good job.
Yay. Hooray.
From the back rank, some scouts shoot their bows. Miss, hit, miss. Yeah, you all hear arrows whizzing overhead, and then a couple of the creatures yelp and snap in pain. And the camp's leader charges forward. He brings to bear a great big old axe that's been hastily plated with like melted down silver coins. Chop. Brings it down, tears into this thing's shoulder. Blood spatters on all 3 of you there. And then a new friend, someone you've seen around the camp, but maybe haven't paid that much attention to, joins the fray. Hoff,
It's
what do
weird.
Right, so Eileen is a bit of a scout herself, but she works herself more up to be like a bit of the leader when Norman isn't there. So
Nice.
she is first off going to cast Hunter's Mark on the warg next to Sif, and descriptions later, the shooting first kind of that deal.
The one right beneath Sif?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, it's a hit. Pop. Oh,
For
shit.
15 damage.
Well, that's enough to put it down. There's a whimper and a cry, and then the creature crumples to the ground, bleeding all over itself.
And then she's gonna back off a little bit more towards the guard.
Sounds smart. While you fall back, Puka, what are you doing?
Now, is Sif within pack tactics range of this?
I'm
The
within
other
5
boy.
feet. Yeah, I'm within 5 feet
Okay.
of this one.
Nice. In that case, Puka will kind of meander around the camp to get a better angle on the wall.
Just see a
And-
kobold skipping and jiggling in the background.
Yes, bouncing bouncing around to bow him.
Alright, well, thanks to your pack tactics, you turn what could have been a shot in a friend's ass into a
Oh,
solid
God.
hit.
Yeah. For 8.
It's almost down.
And then just, it won't help here, but if I'm dual-wielding thrown weapons, can I throw both of them?
Yes. The second attack
With
will
the,
take
like,
a
with the
bonus
bonus-
action.
Yeah, the bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Alright, the Tanukis.
Good to know.
The 3 who are already in melee will go ahead and swing. Bop, bop, bop. Oh.
Ooh.
Too bad they don't have pack tactics, Jesus.
Damn. Well, they still got one.
Yeah, this one is indeed dropped. Fortunately, the third Nuki misses. And the 2 on the flanks are going to just huck their hatchets into the combat. Whoop, whoop. Remarkably consistent. And last but not least, a paladin.
Probably least. It's just flutter, flutter, and yeah.
That's a hit. And Magic Pixel.
No.
Of course.
It will return the favor. Munch.
No.
Alright, and the one on the south tries to munch a Nuki. I don't think it hits. Misses, barely. Alright. A couple more wargs jump the fence on their friends' backs, while the ones down in the riverbed start scrambling up, trying to either force the barricade down or get over it. So this one will be on another Nuki. Chomp, that hits.
I will use, since it's the start of a new turn, I'll use my reaction to impose disadvantage. So
Alright.
it's a 12.
Wait.
Well,
Oh.
Does
The
the
12
12 still
hit,
hit?
though.
yes, it does. The Nukis are like wearing no armor and just like makeshift
Then
shields.
I guess
They
I
have
won't,
11.
because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It might
I mean,
matter
you're
for this guy.
meant to
I
declare
can't.
it before the roll anyway.
But there's no way I can do that when Saban's just clicking a bunch of things.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And that misses, luckily. Because that would have definitely dropped a Nuki. Sif.
Okay, so I'm just going to step over here so I remain in, all of these. But that means I can
Yes.
attack the one to the south that is gangbanging the.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man!
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Oh.
Your blade catches on its scraggly fur and is deflected. Some scouts. Miss hit. Miss hit. More arrows rain over you. Norman can't get in there to finish, so he will come down here. And his axe is caught in the thing's teeth and turned aside.
Damn, that was a good hit, too.
Aelin.
Norman, what are you doing? Come on. She is going to use her bonus action to shift her hunter's mark onto to work below Norman and fire a pot shot at it.
Alright. Another miss. The arrow sails over his shoulder and just passes through this thing's fur and onto the ground. Turns around and growls. What are you doing? That was too close!
Oh,
Puka.
what does Hunter's Mark do exactly? Is that only for?
Just basically gives you an extra d6 damage on a specific target.
Only for her or everybody who
Just her.
hits? Oh, okay. Only for Ava. In that case, Puka will draw 2 daggers and huck them at the wall that's beneath the bottom bowl.
Alright, so you mean this guy?
Yes.
Alright, hit and a hit goes back tactics.
Woo. I think only the top one has sneak attack, though.
Yes. So
I don't think I get to choose which one has. Or do I get to choose which one has sneak attack?
Technically yes. It doesn't really matter because they both hit, but yes, you do get to.
Yeah. Well, it'll deal 1 more damage if it's the bottom.
Yeah. Oh no, you don't. You get to if you just roll them back to back, you don't get to decide. It's just
Yeah,
the
I
first
think
one.
it's the first one.
Alright, couple solid hits. It's almost down. Can the Nukies finish it? See, a couple attacks on that boy. They do. They take it. Actually, the first one takes it. So this one will get hit for 10. Nuki on the flank will try and huck an axe at the super injured one. Miss. Alright. Next Nuki. Miss. Oh boy. Okay, there we go.
Guys, please.
Go on, Nuki.
One hit point boy
You can do
soaks
it.
3 attacks, but goes
There's-
down.
There's a reason why characters that I make are either have advantage or require someone else to roll. You can't rely on me. Oh, God help.
Alright.
Oh no.
Z.
Oh,
Alright.
Orgs are next. I'm dead.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Totally
There's
dead.
only 2 wargs, and there's a juicier Tanukis. There's some tasty Tanuki choices in range.
But I like those tasty Tanuki choices for
So
different
do
reasons
we.
altogether.
Oh, gonna flutter over this dead walk to here. Fail to contribute.
Oh. Alright. Thrust. Miss. It dodges away in the nick of time. And yeah, let's try and munch on a Tanuki. Chomp. Oh dear.
Yep.
You just hear a sickening crunch as it grabs her by the ribs and squeezes down. And then the other one is going to go after... Let's see. You didn't hit it, so it'll go after a Nuki as well. Munch.
No,
Another
Warg
cry
Munch
of
butt.
pain
No.
as a Tanuki falls. Sif.
Man, these guys are dicks. There we go, for the love of God. Idiot. The one just below me.
Alright. It is still up, but not looking so hot. Alright. Scouts are going to try and push these guys off the walls with some arrows. Alright.
That's
2
what I'm
hits.
talking
So
about, scouts.
these guys get dumped back off the walls. Norman's going to come in. Try and finish this guy. Alright.
Do they take the
hits.
damage as well?
Oh yes, they do. 5 and 6. Pew pew. Alright, this warg is proving to be quite resilient. Aelin, can you finish it?
Let's hope so. So, bonus action Hunter's Mark and pew pew.
Hit and kill.
Shebang.
Puka, can you do the same?
Puka is going to also attempt to shoot one of the, like, this boy off.
Mm-hmm.
For pew.
Alright. It tumbles, unable to hold its ground.
Blast.
Tanukis, charge! By which I mean, you're gonna come over here and stab this guy. Because there's only one of you left in melee. Chapo.
Good job. Max damage.
These two are gonna close in and try and finish it. Oh. Oh, they'd get it. It drops.
Yay.
With a shriek of pain, the beast is felled by a thrown axe. Z.
These Nukies are dead, aren't they?
No, they are but unconscious and bleeding out. Suppose I do owe you a couple death saves, actually.
See, they're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing, nothing a little ointment. Just, rub their feet with aloe vera. They'll be... Anyone? Anyone? No? Alright.
Hey! No bleeding! Just gonna tap this one, like, boot them on the nose and give them a hip.
She gasps, and then, seeing that her nose has been booped, she covers her snout in both hands and blushes furiously.
And... oh, I guess I'll flutter up here and try to be a more tempting target for wargs than Nukies are.
Alright. Well, the wargs ready themselves to pounce on you. To just leap off the top of the barricade and pull you down on the ground. When suddenly you hear something in the woods beyond the gates. A soft song carried on the wind. It's a mournful thing, almost like a dirge, and when they begin to hear it, the wolves turn over their shoulders and watch as a huge brown and red-furred creature strides out of the tree line. Its fangs bared, but from it comes a silky sweet voice. The creatures slowly limp down from on top of the barricades and begin to turn tail, running back across the riverbed whence they came.
Look, guys, a gnoll. A lot of furries for a saving game, I'm noticing.
I know that was definitely a four-legged creature. And so the battle ends. The wargs are bleeding out on the ground and quickly executed by the standing Tanukis. A couple of them will try and stabilize their unconscious friend. Yeah, one of them manages. So she sleep.
The warg was just handing out naps.
This one that
Doling them out.
got felled will pull herself to her feet and clutch her ribs. Ooh, that's smart. Ah. Hurts to breathe. Normal.
A good,
Go ahead.
a good battle. None of us are dead.
Yeah, Norman will slap you on the back. Yeah, this time. Thanks to you all. Good job.
I do believe that a lot of us should go hunting for whatever that was. Perhaps after we all take a rest, of course.
It could be allied with the trees,
It could be allied with the trees.
the bad trees.
That's a stabbing.
Yeah, if you want to go after that thing, I'm with you, though. And he'll look towards the Tanukis. Now almost all the other hunters are injured.
You should likely stay and protect.
Yeah, that might be wise.
In before we take Norman with us and we come back and everyone's dead because Saban doesn't care. Womp womp. Alright. Short rest and hit dice? Can I?
Oh yeah,
Guys?
absolutely.
Okay.
And as you all begin to unpack your things and begin to rest, the camp's herbalist, June, will sashay out from the woods up north and take a seat. Oh, not so many injured this time. That's a blessing. Here, I prepared something for you. And she will take out a small bottle and hand it to Aelin. If you're going with our new friends here, and you should, then this might help you on the road.
Trying to get rid of me again, eh?
She grins. Oh, you flatter yourself. No. It's a potion of healing, but this particular one has... 5 doses worth inside of it. Very dense. Don't drink it all at once, or you might get the runs.
What wrote down, Colin?
She'll pat you on the head and then look at Norman. And you're not leaving, are you? We don't exactly have a lot of able bodies left. And Norman will look around at you guys. Well, what do you think?
I mean, it's probably not the best idea for one of the most capable fighters in the group to just leave. I'm fairly certain that,
Yeah,
well, at the very least, we can slow them down.
Alright, if you're sure.
Wouldn't do to pull the leader away while so many are injured.
it wouldn't do for us to come back should we be successful and find everyone eaten.
Yeah, that's more likely than you think. Alright. Aelin, go with him. Show him the ropes, run the woods. Keep him safe, at least as much as you can, alright?
You better pay me extra for this.
Alright, twist my arm. Half again your normal rate, sound good?
I suppose it'll do.
He nods sagely and then produces 2 portions of sardine. Do love sardines.
Yum.
Probably just me.
Yeah, that's you, degenerate.
They're edible.
Used to eat them with my grandfather when we went hunting. But yeah, unless you guys have anything else you wanted to do, like try to get a quickie on with one of these guys, I think we're good to go. You see, I am a noble knight and cannot be tempted by such things.
You won't be tempted by the booty?
No,
Never.
no.
Shake, shake.
Slash, and then I'll just look at kick my my flaw under the rug. It's the flaw I chose was actually suggested flaws from Wizard of the Coast. I have a weakness for the exotic beauty of the people of these lands. It's a pity that I am a honorable knight. Yeah. Maybe after we're done. So yeah, did the knoll person go this way?
It's not a knoll.
Same thing. The
four-legged knoll?
yeah, the
Yeah,
four-legged knoll.
hyena.
No, what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Where'd the four-legged knoll go?
Make survival
Fucking
checks.
hurt. Fuck. All right. Hey, Huffo, you have survival.
Are we all just making
I
survival
suppose I
check?
can-
No. It's
yeah,
we're
I
figuring
have
out.
survival.
Okay, who else has survival train that can help Hoff? Because I certainly do.
I have it at a +3.
Yeah, better than a +3, Hoff?
Yeah,
+4.
Okay,
I
so
have
go
zero.
with advantage. I have -1.
Nice.
A 22.
22.
Nice.
All right. You are sure that the wolves just ran up the road here, at least for a ways. Which
Okay.
is rather unusual behavior for large canids. They typically avoid the road.
Can we
So-
tell if they lanced off into the forest?
Perhaps they do if you'd care to begin following their trail.
That sounds like a group stealth check to me. Which is not a great thing because I have disadvantage. Clinky, 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 clinky.
What this is a journey roll, because you are leaving camp and perhaps going on a day's trip or more.
Yay! I also
Oh,
love
man.
Journey. Great band. I will never stop believing.
So, we have a scout, a navigator, and a provisioner roll to fill.
Scoot.
Alright, Scoot, roll your Scoot roll. And if anyone wants to
Sh-
assist...
shall we allocate before we start rolling so we know
Yeah.
who's doing what and who
Yes.
That is smart,
needs
yes.
assist?
Like what came up last time, this character is made to protect people in battle and doesn't have very good skills in much, but I am trained in perception.
Well, you could assist the scout.
Okay.
Can he assist anyone else?
I mean, you don't need to be trained to assist, right?
It is true,
Oh.
technically.
Yeah, technically, but it depends on the game. Like in Bork's, Scout has said you have to be trained to do it. It's an optional rule.
Well, barring getting unlucky, I have +7 to stealth. So, as long as we have somebody to assist the other people, I wouldn't. But, like, otherwise it might be better to assist the provisioner since we don't have anybody.
Okay.
I have
I-
+4 to survival, so
Oh, wait, we do have a +4 to survival now.
Yeah, but we
It-
don't.
it's-
Our navigator was Amjal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Does anyone have the nature skill?
no, I was the navigator. I rolled a crit and then I died because of it.
yes.
Well, I have a +2 to nature. I just don't have it trained.
I mean, does anyone have better than a +2? Sounds like you're the navigator then.
No.
Just
And
make
sounds
sure.
like I'll assist you navigating. That's our worst one.
All right.
You have
I
saddled your cart to the wrong horse.
Hey, 16. Not bad. That's pretty goddamn good stealth. And solid survival. All right. You guys managed to begin your journey without incident this time. Good gerbo.
yeah.
Guys, we didn't flub it as bad as last time.
Well, his time we got one nat 20 and one failure. Although the nat 20 ended up being death.
I mean, so
No.
technically the nat 20 was the wargs who had treasure, but
What
Yeah.
treasure did they have?
you guys actually found it. They had a little bit of supplies, but they also had I believe it was a potion or a scroll case, and there was some money as well.
Did we?
Yeah, the wizard picked up the potion case and then died, and no one looted her body.
Ah. Well, he pulled the tree, pulled her body away.
So yeah, well,
There's no looting.
No,
there.
we did it, guys. We're the hero. We're heroes.
Woo!
it's fine. It happens sometimes.
So
Anyway.
heroic.
So you get to about here. You follow the road for a good 7 or 8 miles, and then the path turns off the road and heads back in the direction you guys came from, almost. Like they're
Ah,
making
you
a U-turn
dickheads.
into the woods.
Well, these are the guys we're hunting because if we don't, then we don't have a safe place to rest at. We need to at least try, in my opinion. Because this is the only bit of civilization we have to in this short shot, you know?
At least as far as you know.
Yeah, well, that's, Sure, we can find some, mountain elves or something like that, but who knows if they're... Oh, what am I kidding? All elves are sluts. They're friendly.
We could find some four-legged gnoll.
Right? The legendary four-legged gnolls of this land, which we shall call this land. So, unless anyone
This
has...
land is our land.
Unless anyone has any objections, we're going hunting. Savin's pick turned into a cutie for a second.
Yeah, a cutie.
Who's gonna kill us, but that's fine.
Stray. That's Lord Winter.
I'm pretty sure there was a girl there that for a second.
No.
It's an elf.
Oh, right. Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. You know how you can tell the difference between a male and female elf? The female's dicks are bigger.
Factually accurate. Alright. So, the party begins to move off-road into the woods. Would everyone make me a perception check? Group test, so I guess 2 of you need to succeed. Say DC 15. Oh, you did it.
Ah, you dickhead.
Alright, so as you begin to move off-road and pick your way through the brush, you're more than able to follow the trail of the wolves. And it seems like it leads something like this. However, you begin to hear faintly over the natural rush of wind through the branches a faint singing coming from over yonder. The trail of the wolves, however, does not lead in that direction. What would you like to do?
Well, I
Island's
mean,
ears. Island's ears like flicker towards sound, and she's going to investigate the singing because works are pretty easy to take care
Is
of. And we don't know
is
what
there
this is.
any markings going in that?
Make another survival test to try and find any other tracks.
make it at advantage, Hoff, with Mercendi helping you.
Okay.
Also, is it the? Does it sound like the same sort of singing as
Oh
from?
yes, it's absolutely the same voice. No doubt about that.
Very likely, the voice is controlling them. At least as far as we know. Also, today is a great day to be 15.
Yeah.
It's a good time. So, give me just a momento. There we go. So, you begin to follow the singing, but as you do so, Puka, you suggest, I wonder if those tracks are any different. And Aelin and Z, you begin to search around, and you both arrive at the same conclusion pretty quickly. That no, there are no warg tracks going in that direction, but there is a pair of human tracks branching off from those of the wargs. A very light step, like a small person, maybe even a small woman, departing from the warg pack. You don't see where they came from. What do?
A wereslut, or an evil druid, or a good druid who just
What's the
objects to
difference?
hunting.
Or a neutral druid?
Something Zap Brannigan neutrality speech.
A fluid druid?
Hi. Full of neutrality. Alright, well, I mean, let's go follow the singing. Let's do it.
Sneaky sneak.
Okay, apparently, we want a group stealth check, maybe?
Yeah, if you want to approach stealthily, this is the time for a group stealth check.
I will roll at disadvantage. Clinky, clinky, clinky.
Clink, 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 clink.
14! Not the worst. Not the worst.
Alright. Let's look at some passive perception here. So the number to beat is 14, and even the clanker manages it, except for the fairy, who I guess hits some branches along the way, but
She just she flies into a tree fence, and we just hear "Pleh, pleh, 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 pleh."
but it's not enough to give you guys away. And so you follow the singing. Let's move you guys over to another map. I think this direction is correct. You manage to get yourselves into some brush when you see that there is indeed a woman ahead. A sort of small to average size, maybe an inch or two over 5 feet. Woman with large canid ears and a great big bushy tail, and she is sitting amongst the branches and the trees. She is singing this strange dirge to the heavens. Doesn't seem to have noticed you, but She is wary. Her eyes flick in your direction and back towards the camp every so often, as if she expects danger to be near.
We got an Amjaw. Hello. Amjaw, ruin our stealth check. We passed it. You can come in and ruin it right now. You can do that for us.
Alright, 1 second. I have to get the roll 20 open.
Ellen's gonna try and move along the trees to get a better vantage point.
Sounds good. Alright, so yeah, Angel, the party successfully defended the camp from a warg attack, but just as a second wave was about to leap over the barricades, a huge brown and red furred warg singing appeared at the edge of the forest and bade the creatures to follow it and retreat, and in so doing gave the party the quarry that it must hunt. And so they followed it into the woods and now confront a strange woman sitting in a tree singing that song.
I see. So you're telling me I missed out on helping make Arena great again. Okay.
No, we haven't seen any hobgoblins yet. It's fine.
Okay. Alright. I suppose I should roll stealth just to see if I can cock up the
Yes.
party, shouldn't I?
It is.
I mean, we got 3 successes. See, it's fine. Everything's fine.
A
got fine
nat
way
one
up.
would have counted for 2 fails, but yeah, it's fine. You guys are fine. So yeah, the woman has not noticed you. She is singing this song in a language I don't think any of you speak. Do any of you know Ancient Elvish?
I sure don't, Captain.
Do you mean Sylvan?
No, I mean Ancient Elvish.
Yeah, Sylvan is one that we've all kind of know up here, but none of us really know Ancient Elvish. I don't think, at least.
Nope.
Then yeah, you if you speak Sylvan, you recognize the language because it's like an old forebear of the modern Sylvan tongue. But yeah, and that.
Well, we can just do the send the fighter in to talk, and if things go wrong, arrow her to death.
I mean, that is a possibility. So this woman. So we heard some sort of song, and that kind of brought the wargs like away from the camp. Is that what happened?
Yeah, the wargs retreated, and you have followed them, or at least
Okay.
up to a point when this woman broke off from the rest.
And the woman and the song this woman is singing. Does it sound like the same song?
It is the same song.
Okay. So either. I don't want to jump to conclusion that this woman is like controlling the wargs, but
What we
kind-
should do is all of us get red cloaks and pop out of the bushes. She'll never expect.
Yeah,
Pointy
the-
hats.
Yeah.
I like this
Oh.
idea.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to. I guess the rest of the party can stay hidden, and I will approach. Let me know when she fireballs me.
All right,
Can
stop.
I-
Yeah, so once you get out in the open, like around here, the woman casts her eyes towards you, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
I refuse.
Oh no.
Oh,
I want to suppose anyone has any inspiration they could give me. No?
you
No?
know what I sure do have?
Hmm.
Inspiration.
I mean, I got a -1 to wisdom, so.
All right, take it. And let's see. We got rid of our exhaustion in the camp, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all your
Yes.
resources are back up.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20!
Nice.
Good job.
Nice. Okay, so for a moment you feel strangely lethargic and your limbs become leaden as you grow near the woman and she turns her eyes to you, but you shake it off, steel yourself, and she stops singing. She takes up what you thought at first was one of the branches, but now you see is a long and wickedly barbed spear.
Ooh.
And she rests it across her lap and stares down at you.
Are you gonna blood spear me?
Was that in or out of character?
No, do you, Safin. I know how much you love the blood spear.
It's a good spear, but no,
Uh,
it's not a blood spear.
uh-huh. Sure, buddy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright.
Yeah, she looks at you and stops singing. She doesn't seem intent on taking the first steps here, so what say you?
I will raise a hand and speak in Sylvan. I am Sif, born of the snow. Who are you, and why do you sing your mournful melody?
I am Ecthera, the morn song, and I sing this dirge to remind myself of the love I have lost at the hands of those you help.
The explorers from the camp?
The hunters, the trappers, the skinners.
Who did they hunt?
My mate. And now their leader wears his fur as a great white mantle. I will stop at nothing to see them slain to a man for this terrible fate. The sorrow that burns in my heart cannot be quenched. If you have come to face me, to end me, if you do their bidding, then I will kill you first.
I am a knight sworn to justice. Tell me, did they know that your mate was sentient before they set upon it?
How should I know?
They could not have known and simply assumed that he was a mindless beast.
That is still their wrongdoing. Should not all hunters and trappers know that Winter Wolf was a proud and intelligent beast?
So, would you set upon the innocents who are at the camp?
If I must shed the blood of innocents to avenge the innocent, then so be it. But these are not innocents. They have wrought great murder and carnage in this forest, upset the natural balance, and I fear they have awakened the darkness in the forest as well. Even the
The darkness,
trees
you
turn
say?
against them.
Yes, we met a creature such as that. It killed one of our party. We are adventurers from, well, others of my company are from the Southlands, but I hail from the far north where the snow never thaws. We have come simply to seek an artifact, not to get embroiled in a personal battle.
Then go your way and leave me be.
But again, surely among those in the camp there are those who have done no wrong, such as the herbalist.
I care not any more. They have killed so many of my pack. Even thinking of them fills my blood with rage. I will not stand for them to be within this forest a minute longer.
Retaliatory violence only breeds more violence. They will send others. Allow us to simply escort them out of the woods.
No. It's too light a punishment for what they've done. Their leader must suffer. His life's blood must grace my claws and fangs.
We would not stand. I cannot say for all of our party, but I, at the very least, would not stand between a blood feud rightly rendered. However, there are innocent, and I cannot allow you to kill them as well.
Then bring their leader to me, that I might rip his throat out. I care not what becomes of the other camp, as long as he is dead. At least he must die.
In that case, would you accept honorable single combat?
These hunters know no honor. But yes, I would fight him to the death, with joy in my heart.
Very well. Could you cease your attacks with your pack upon the hunter's camp as we go and tell him what we have agreed to?
Roll a persuade check.
Could I have some kind of bonus from how hard I'm trying? I feel like I've made my case pretty well.
Yeah, you can have advantage.
Oh God, I wish I had better charisma.
I'm not entirely on
Back.
board with
15.
Well, this is your chance to speak up before any agreements are struck.
Sif am honorable knight, see.
I mean, I'd like to hear from the hunters first before we agree. Hey, by the way, let's just take the leader and let him be killed by her.
But we're not going to take the leader. We're going to say that the pack will stop attacking if the leader accepts a challenge of single combat for killing her.
I'm just saying, I want to hear what the hunters had to say first before, like, actually take him to it.
Well, I mean, this is your chance, but Knight gonna do what Knight do.
That's fine. It's all empty promises until like the guy's actually brought before her.
Yeah, well, we have
here's the thing.
hunter right here.
Yeah, you also have a hunter right here.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The attacks are just going to continue until everyone's dead unless single combat is... And again, I'm a shield maiden.
I mean,
And on top of that, we have a druid that has already been convinced.
I'm not disagreeing with what we're doing now. I'm just saying, like, I want to hear from the hunters before, like, we take him to her.
I'm not gonna take shit. I'm just gonna go back and tell him that she will accept single combat in return for letting everyone else go.
Yeah, sure she will. And then once she kills him, she'll go after the other hunters. Actually, you know what? We can hear her. Can I make an insight and see if she's actually genuine about stopping after, like, she gets the leader?
Do you speak Sylvan, I guess is the question there.
I do speak Sylvan.
Then yes, absolutely.
All right. Insight. Where's that? There it is. 22.
Whew. She is told no lies and given no deceit.
Okay.
So, if
So yeah,
no one will speak up, then Icthera will bite her lip for a moment, and then sigh and hop down from the tree. Whew. 3 days. My pack will lick its wounds for 3 days. She stops here and takes a deep sniff of the air, glances towards Aelin. Bring him here, and we will fight uninterrupted by my pack or yours. If he
Upon
does
my
not show, then my attacks will renew tenfold.
upon my honor, which I hold close to my soul, none shall interfere in your single combat.
She gives you a single firm nod, and then drops onto all fours and becomes the great red and brown warg, and leaps into the brush, heading in the direction that the rest of the pack went.
Well, back to it, guys. At least we can use the road without fear of wargs, at least.
That's a werewolf. Hmm. 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 I see. Hmm.
A werg?
Hmm. Must be a hobgoblin machination.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. And besides, we're going to need to hear the hunter's side of this before we take him back out to her.
Of course, but first, the challenge must be conveyed.
I mean, I feel like, if we just convey it, Norman's just gonna gear up and wanna go on out, and there'll be no opportunity for moralizing and moral ambiguity and being uncertain about whether this is truly the right course of action. So I'm on board with just telling him.
No, I'm going to see about it and find out about the whole entire thing. Also, there's no guarantee that if Norman is actually successful, that the warg won't just retaliate in turn.
You got a natural 20, you know that. She
No,
has
I
told the
said-
lies.
I'm saying if Norman can beat her.
Well, she is the one controlling them, and wargs naturally go back when you beat them about the nose. But
Yeah, whatever. Let's go talk to Norman.
So yeah,
Norman,
the party returns to the camp. The bodies have been skinned and their meat has been salted and prepared for the long haul of rations. Though, I don't know, Sif, what do you, and maybe Z, what do you think about the idea of just eating giant doggos?
if they're sentient, I will refuse.
I mean,
The
It's
wargs are
war.
totally not sentient.
If they're winter wolves and they're sentient, then Sif will not take. So, Norman, June,
he looks up at you and finishes ripping a big chunk of meat off of bone into his mouth. You're back. Gulp. Back already. What news?
around your shoulders, you wear the pelt of a sentient being, and its mate has challenged you to single combat. In return, she will cease all attacks upon the village and upon this station and allow everyone else to retreat. Victor or no.
You what?
Apparently, the one that is leading these attacks was mated to the winter wolf that you now wear.
He killed her husband.
Yeah, in basic terms, you killed her husband.
And she has challenged you to single combat.
Well, her husband shouldn't have wandered into my bear traps. It was a mercy killing anyway.
No.
You say that, but, like, you have a healer right over there.
It's a big fucking dog.
It was sentient, it was mated, and now its mate desires vengeance. Otherwise, the attacks on this place will increase tenfold.
Well, how was... Who ever heard of a sentient dog?
Sif will cock her head and then turn into a large fox.
That's a fox, not a dog, though.
She'll turn back.
Everyone knows about
Cousins.
Kitsune, but... I mean, come on. He
But-
jerks a thumb towards the, like, Kitsune
Norman.
archers in the camp.
Actually, you know,
Norman.
Saban, what kind of check would it be to, like, know about winterwolves actually having, like, sentient
Nature.
intelligence, like, on normal? Nature, okay. 11?
Eh. You know that winter wolves are surprisingly intelligent predators, but you don't know if they're intelligent in the human sense.
Fair enough. It's not exactly common knowledge. I mean, they're smart, but, it's not often that you see them with, human intelligence.
Hey, Seth. You're, like, a knight. Is ignorance an excuse in the court of law?
Often, when it comes to matters of blood, it doesn't matter. A challenge has been issued. I suppose Norman could attempt to make it right and have her forswear her challenge, but other than that, if you try to retreat, she'll attack. If you do nothing for the next 3 days, she'll attack. This is a matter of personal honor now.
That's some bullshit is what it is. Aylin, what do you think about all this? I on the level.
I mean, I think you should do it because I don't want to deal with it, but
Gee, thanks, kid.
At the very
You're
least, I can.
Sits down on the log and puts his face in his hands.
At the very least, I can tell you that the woman told no lies in what she told us.
You could attempt to throw yourself on her mercy. It might be a good symbol to perhaps bury that which you have on your shoulder.
She can have the fucking cloak. I just didn't want it to go to waste. I didn't. Look, I'm a decent enough fighter, but I don't think there's any way I can take on just a normal winter wolf on my own, much less whatever this creature is.
She says that not only for this transgression, but the you have come across and awakened something that was long dormant, hence the tree that killed our friend.
Wait, what?
I think that's more the whole entire ruins popping out of nowhere.
Either way,
How did we do that?
I don't believe you had. I believe it was the other
that's
hunter, the one
definitely
that.
Norman. That's
Was that
definitely
Norman?
Norman.
Are
Probably.
you just saying this because you don't want to deal with it?
Maybe.
just shuffles feet, kicks rock.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You could always throw yourself on her mercy and tell her that you did not know.
Don't believe that's going to work.
The attempt can be made. There is no way we're all going to, even with the addition of us, we could not take on the winter wolves and take on the wolves and on another. Eventually, we will all die and be eaten.
But we don't need to take them all on. Just need to take down the leader. Cut off the head of the pack, and the pack will disband.
I refuse to assassinate a grieving widow. There is no honor in that.
A
this
grieving
widow
widow
was-
who's murdered a lot of Tanuki and Kitsune.
Yeah, she's just as guilty in this matter as anyone else is, throwing waves upon waves of her pack upon innocents.
and I confronted her on it. But this is a matter of this is blood oath, vengeance. I will not step in between something like that.
If she can have a blood oath of vengeance, and so could everyone in this village for what she's done.
If you continue to along this path, you will only end up drowning in blood.
Yeah, not if we kill her, though.
And if we go to assassinate her, then what will stop her pack from retaliating tenfold?
What will stop her pack from just going ahead and murdering the rest of the people, even if she does get Norman?
Or we could save many more lives by simply observing single combat. It is the honorable thing to do.
What the
Look.
fuck honor does a wolf have?
Sometimes you don't need honor. Honor's overrated at times, really.
You listen to your
You-
friend here. This is nuts.
What honor demands, I must uphold. It is our way.
Ah, fuck. How about you two? I'll look at Puka and Z. What do you think I should do?
Well, if, like, you really, really, really didn't know, then, like, there's this concept called Guild. Like, give her something to make up for the loss, and apologize, and hope that she accepts and has mercy. I don't know what you can do for that. I mean, she lives in the woods, she isn't going to
should
want
become her
money.
husband.
Yeah, let me just find a necromancer real quick and give her that back. Now,
No. You should become her new husband.
Yes, real strong start for the relationship there. Yes, I killed your husband. I'm your now new husband. Can't imagine
She
that
was
going
pretty
wrong
cute.
at all.
I mean, that is, like, how wolf packs work, right?
I don't know, you're the
I've read
druid, you tell
history
me.
books. I'm pretty sure that's how kingdoms work too. But, I don't really fancy betting a she-wolf. Then again...
I mean, she was human-shaped when we saw her.
Yeah, but is that her real shape, or is that just an illusion or something?
I mean, shapeshifters, you can
Guess
say
you'll have
really.
to roll
Probably
it up.
both.
I don't know. What do you think, Kobold?
Book of Shrugs.
Should I fight it, or try and kill the thing, ambush it? We've got enough able bodies still to make one good attempt. If that fails, then the camp will be defenseless, so... But if it succeeds, then those wolves will be reeling long enough for us to shore up our defenses at least, and without this intelligent thing controlling them, maybe we can win. Maybe they'll devolve back into savages.
I don't feel important enough to make this decision.
Damn it, I'm not important enough to make this decision. Well, the leader here with 6 months experience more than the next guy. Of course, he got his face bit off, but you know.
Oof.
Fuck. Alright, seems we're at an impasse. Would anyone like to try and throw social checks at Norman here to try and push him one way or the other?
Hmm.
Well, Sif is resolved for single combat, and if an assassination is attempted, she's going to attempt to warn the lady first.
I
As I will hold myself up to my ideal honor. If I dishonor myself, I dishonor my whole clan.
Okay, so I've been with Norman for quite a while, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, is there something really embarrassing I could have witnessed him doing or something?
I mean, sure. What do you think would be a good little dirty secret for a hunter to have?
He actually does fuck dogs.
Oh God. No.
Ah, come on.
Maybe like a moment of weakness or something, like there's something like that he really doesn't want anyone to know in the hunters group or something. Like,
Terrified of
Or the
centipedes,
scars.
screams like a small child whenever he sees one.
Oh, I know. So you've gone on other big hunts with Norm before, you know, these week or month-long expeditions out, and normally you take down larger game, you know, deer, elk, meese. One time you were contracted to just hunt little rabbits. It turns out, and Norman didn't really know this either, but he's fucking terrified of them. These tiny little bunny rabbits. But the moment he saw one of them, he just froze and couldn't move at all. Let a whole pack of little bastards get away because he couldn't spring his traps. Everyone laughed at him, and well, it doesn't work with a lot of those people anymore, but damn it, he likes you enough that he's okay with you knowing that dirty little secret about himself, that small, cute little thing is just freeze him up.
Eyelid is going to just casually sway next to him, next to his ear. And she's just gonna say, "Rabbits," and then go back away again.
Alright. So what are you trying to accomplish by doing that? Are you trying to, like, push him towards...
It's basically like a promise. Like, if he doesn't do it, he's gonna wake up in rabbits.
Alan just runs into the forest and comes back with a sack full of rabbits and puts it in his bunk.
Alright, make an intimidate check.
Be right back.
Alright, Norman, how strong is your will? Let's find out real quick. Alright, that's a success towards doing the duel.
Listen, Norman, if you do decide to do the duel, I could try and be your champion in place for it if it at least I can try and at least convince her to allow me to do that. Be willing to throw my lot in with yours, really. Don't want to see innocent people go down for something of a mistake.
You sure you want to do that? You've seen those wargs, and she's going to be even stronger than them. No offense, but I'm pretty sure I'm a better fighter in hand-to-hand than you are.
You said it was ever hand to hand.
What, are you going to kite her around with a bow?
Well, not particularly a bow, but I believe I can get a pretty well series of attacks using my own weapons. She'll just motion to like the two scimitars on her back.
Hey, look, if you wanna die in my place, I'm not gonna say no, but I don't know, her beef seems to be with me.
Yeah, if I can just say, that really doesn't sound like a good idea. Like, maybe, Lucille, if you think you have a better chance of winning than Norman, then go for it. But, like, if you lose and she's going to expect everyone else to stand aside while she eats Norman's face.
That's fair enough. It is his life that he'd be fighting for.
Yeah, best if I do the fighting myself.
Of course.
Pick up his silvered axe and set it in his lap. Well, fuck it. I guess I gotta do this, don't I?
I mean, you have up to 3 days. If, like, there is anything you can do in that time to maybe make up for loss to her, then maybe you don't have to die.
Fuck, what can
Good
I
luck!
give? What the hell do I give to a dog in the woods to dig up some bones?
I mean, the bones of her husband wouldn't be a bad choice.
At least not a bad starting point.
Again, you could throw yourself on her mercy and explain your ignorance. Maybe if you prostrate yourself enough, she will not eat.
You keep calling it ignorance, but I don't think it's really ignorance.
I disagree. Killed her sentient husband and wore his pelt around his shoulder. He was ignorant of the fact that he was sentient, of course, and thus
Well,
the
then
blame
the-
cannot be wholly on him.
Well, then the Winter Wolf should have said something if it is sentient.
See?
Perhaps. First, perhaps Norman didn't give it a chance, or it does not speak in a language we understand. Either way, it is a matter of blood. And I will not be party to an assassination.
I think, like, do you still have his bones and stuff?
No, but I remember where I put them. Well, put the corpse after I skinned it. It's not far.
Well, what we could do, we could bring her the that cloak and the bones, and on your behalf, like, ask if there is anything that can be done to solve her pain. And if she says no, she says no, and then we know. But if she says yes, you get to come and be an adventurer for a bit, and try to go on an epic quest to heal her broken heart.
Ah, shit. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Let's try that. Better than more people dying, me or her or anyone.
Yeah,
Better than
Perhaps-
enough bloodshed for this day. For this
Perhaps one thing that might assuage is you swear to seek out the darkness that is infecting the forest with us. It is her forest, after all, and she has demonstrably proved that she is not without mercy. Hence, none of her wargs will attack. We would not even be speaking here if that was the case.
Darkness in the woods, I don't... We've been so busy with these wargs, I haven't even seen this darkness.
she says it is growing. And if you pledge yourself to stand against it, after you prostrate yourself and explain that you didn't understand that her husband was sentient, perhaps she will let you go and face this threat in her.
We almost got killed by a tree.
Yeah, you mentioned. Alright, sure, let's get the bones, and then wrap them up in the cloak, and you guys can take it to the wolf lady and see if she'll accept some sort of quest for it. Sure. I can be an adventurer. Sure, I can be a hunter just as easy as I can hunt a goblin or whatever.
Oh, no, that's the right kind of talk.
Yeah, alright. Wait here. Some of the girls and I will go and get the bones. It's not far. And so, about this time, night has probably fallen, so you guys can go ahead and get the benefits of a long rest. Get any spent
Yay!
resources
Full
back.
HP.
And when
I'm
dawn
just-
comes, Norman will return to camp with a couple kitsune and several packs full of enormous woven bone. She will deposit on the inside of his cloak laying out on the ground. There. That's everything.
Well, guess we'll take it and be off.
Oh.
Fingers crossed, turns out well.
Oh, and this too. He'll reach underneath his shirt and he'll pull out a necklace of great fangs and toss it into the pile. Now that's everything. Good luck. Hopefully you won't need it, but just in case.
Yeah, I imagine we're gonna need at least some luck to make this work.
Speaking of needing luck, everyone take inspiration.
Yay!
Eee.
I really don't want to see Norman have to die. I really don't.
See, you need to get him to fuck some of the Tanuki first so that they can have their funky feti.
Yeah, if we just get Norman a BV so he can repatriate whenever he dies, that'd be great.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Norman Reedus is
you
a
know,
devil.
the best thing to try to convince her of this past would be, oh, I don't know, the Green Knight Fae we have. You know, part of the forest natural balance.
I mean, part of the natural forest balance is like, whatever. Okay.
Listen, I don't want Norman to die either. However, this is just how it shook out.
Do you really not want Norman to die either? Because from the sounds of it,
If Sif had accidentally killed her husband, then she would gladly have accepted single combat and been killed, but it was a matter of honor.
we don't even know how strong she is. Whatever.
I mean, this is true. From a meta perspective, we know that she's a were creature, and previously in Sav games, they've followed the rules for invulnerability.
We're assuming she's a were creature.
That is also fair.
And I'm keeping very close to the honorable knight ideals. So, if you guys want to assassinate her, you're going to have to do it without Sif.
Whoever said assassinate? I never said assassinate. Sure is an assassination when you run up to somebody to kill him.
I mean, most assassinations in history have been like that. You run up and shoot them.
Or you just run up
And
and
then you
stab
call
them
the
in the
World War.
in a drug-fueled frenzy, like the, eponymous assassins.
Yeah, or like, Brutus. He had time to say, "You too, Brutus?" So yeah, it very much is running up and killing a lady is assassination.
All right, fine.
Didn't he get stabbed like 30 times, though?
Way more than
41
30.
times.
Yeah, he was stabbed like a bunch by a lot of people, wasn't he?
Yep. By all of the Senate, the history is all of the Senate agreed to do it, but then only like 1/3 of them did it,
Excuse me.
which is a great metaphor for group project.
It was 23 times.
Oh, yeah. It was just 60 people participated and
Yes.
tried to stab him.
Yeah, 60 people tried to stab him.
Anyways,
So yes, after a couple of hours of traversing the woods, you return to the same place as before, and you find Icthera standing with spear in hand, clad in a thick hide vest and breeches, outside of a cave entrance, and from within you see several pairs of woven eyes staring out at you from the darkness. She says, "You're early. What brings you here again?"
this
"I smell
was
death."
this was not my choice, so I will stand aside and let others explain.
Stand aside by getting way closer.
Yeah, because I was going to stand over here, but now I'm just going to stand right here. If she wants to kill me, she certainly can.
We come bearing a message and tokens of repentance. The huntsman Norman, he pleads ignorance. He did not know your mate was your mate, or was even a thinking being. And in recognition that he has done wrong, he has sent us here with his remains to pass back into your care, to make as such a memorial with as you will.
You can see her breath catch in her throat as you all produce this heavy cloak full of bones. And she snatches it from you in an instant, holds it to her chest with tears forming in the corners of her eyes. Oh, gods. What cruel fate to have you delivered back into my arms, so broken, so lifeless and cold. And she will clutch it to her chest, throw her head back, and unleash a pitiable howl that echoes throughout the woods. And then from within the cave you hear several more voices add to hers. She drops her spear to the ground beside her and buries her face into the thick white fur. And he dares ask for forgiveness for this.
He asks for mercy and for a chance to earn your forgiveness. He recognizes that just returning your loss to you is... 'tis barely even the first step along this path, but he asks that you allow him to walk it and guide him in what he needs to do to, if not make things right, at least begin to heal your broken heart.
What can heal that heart of mine? What could make this right? I don't know. My soul screams for blood, but my mind knows. No, my heart knows. that I am acting the savage thing that I am. Is it right to grant mercy to a killer? To let him go free? What price is worth my love's life? I do not know.
He offers to carry a torch into the darkness which has awoken.
He offers to battle the shadow in our stead.
Indeed.
Yes, he offers to go into the shadow at least and attempt to fight it.
One of you roll a persuade check, advantaged.
Someone that doesn't have a 0.
I have a +4, so
As do I. Up to you if you want to roll or should I? It was kind of your bit, so it sounds like you should do it.
okay.
Yep.
17.
17 is not bad. Just gonna do one of these. Alright, there's a long pause, a moment's thought, and then she sighs and reaches down and picks up her spear and says, "If this hunter would battle the darkness, then perhaps he will yet find death, and if not, then he may yet save my clan from the depredations of that beast that stalks the shadows."
And with this decision, no honor is lost. May our accord be finalized?
No. I wish to look this man in the face. Want to see it in his eyes that he regrets what he has done. Without that, then no sacrifice he makes has meaning.
Would you walk with us, or would you like us to procure him for you?
I imagine a halfway measure would work well for both of them. Perhaps somewhere along the road between here and the camp.
Yes. I will come to the road, that I may meet this man, take the measure of him in person.
So long as you hold to matters of honor and do not immediately set yourself upon him. And I will stop him from trying the same.
I will do what I can to restrain the beast inside.
Sif will nod and turn heel.
Yeah. Along the way back. I do feel sorry for that woman.
Hmm.
I can't forgive as well the setting upon the innocents, but I do feel sorry for what set her along this.
The hunters set themselves upon innocence, and
Said,
the innocents retaliated in return. That is the way of things. This is the best outcome.
Maybe it's the best outcome, but this outcome should never, this whole entire event should have never taken place in the beginning.
Such is the benefit of hindsight.
Hmm.
There are tales in my country of fools who set themselves upon dragons thinking they were mindless beasts, and then had their entire villages burned to ash by their parents' vengeance.
Let's stay away from villages burning. That hits a bit too close to home for me.
So, a couple of hours later, you arrive back at camp, and you find Norman and June are sitting around the campfire working on some tarry, sludgy black mess inside a cook pot. They look up, and Norman sighs, wipes his hands off. "Well, what news?"
she sobbed into the fur of her lost love and will accept your proposal to fight the darkness. However, she wishes to meet you along the road to see the measure of yourself.
Hell. And you think she's not just gonna try and rip my throat out then?
She will attempt to hold herself back from doing so, at least.
If she breaks this matter of honor after she has accepted your proposal, then I will step in between for what little that matters. And with that, I gotta go, guys. Time for work.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Have fun.
So, duty, honor, blah, blah, blah. Bye!
Don't worry, we'll try and make sure Norman Reedus doesn't get killed immediately by her if she does attack.
Alright,
Yeah.
so Norman will nod slowly. If you'll protect me if she attacks, then I suppose it'll have to be good enough. June, how close are we to being done? Just another few minutes, dear. Just a moment.
If I may ask, what is that there?
June will smile and bid you closer. We're working on
I'll,
a blade oil, burning. An old family recipe of mine.
Every advantage you can get if she does turn, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. I don't know if she's vulnerable to fire, but it does do something to keep the other wargs back, and, you know, adding an extra burn to a blade isn't too terrible, I guess.
No, never a bad idea.
So yeah, let's get this, what did you call it? Alchemist fire or something? It's close. It's made from a pine's resin, but yes, close enough. Right. Alright, let's get this finished. And we'll head out.
Yeah. All goes well. You'll be with us as we go into the darkness.
Alright. So, a few minutes later, Norman draws 2 vials of this inky substance and attaches them to his belt, and hefts up his silvered axe and puts it on his shoulder. Right. Let's go.
Yeah. And we'll just lead him out that way, I think. Unless anyone else has any objections or anything.
No?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, in Dark Souls, charcoal pine resin is what gives you a weapon boost of fire.
No.
Wrong map. Let's move you guys into a pile so I can copy you. Bloop. Yeah. And so, today as dusk draws near and the sky begins to burn with an orange flame, we return to our heroes on the barely discernible road path through this ancient forest. Ecthera is standing in the middle of the road, arms crossed. You can hear heavy breathing and the movement of great four-legged shapes off the road, but they are keeping a goodly distance. When she sees Norman, you can all see her furry hand tighten around the haft of her spear, and She howls with rage and lunges closer, close enough that Norman rushes forward, bring his axe, but she stops at the very last moment, gritting her teeth and stabbing her spear into the ground. You bastard. I hate you with every fiber of my being. Look me in the eye and tell me why you killed him. Why did you take my love from me? Norman, keeping his axe raised, says, I didn't know, honest. His legs were broken anyway. I thought it was a mercy killing. I had no idea he was a thinking person like you, or like me. And his little feline ears will twitch. If I could take it all back, I would. I didn't mean for all this bloodshed, all this suffering, all for a pelt. Please, for all of our sakes, let me make it right. And would anyone like to say something to try and give old Norman here advantage on a persuade check?
I don't know what to say.
I feel like Eileen would just make it worse, honestly, so.
I couldn't just give him inspiration.
You can if you just wanna do that.
Yeah, because I don't know exactly what to say to help it along, but I'm definitely trying to make sure he doesn't get killed, so I'll give him my inspiration.
Alright, let's see if a bit of luck will put things on Norman's side. Well, it keeps him from just immediately being murdered.
Oh god.
Yeah?
Whew.
Alright, Ecthera, what
Well,
say you? Alright. She is headstrong, but she can show mercy. And Norman here seems contrite enough that she can see through any deception and into the heart of the matter. A shuddering sigh will work through her, and she plants the spear fully in the ground, and she lowers her head a moment. I cannot forgive you, but you can make this right. Knowingly or not, when you and your camp arrived here, a monster began to prowl this forest. A great steed with coal-black flesh and eyes that burn like fire. Has killed many of the forest. Too many. Perhaps some of your people as well. Certainly some of mine. If you will slay this beast, or banish it back to whatever hell it came from, then both of our people may walk away from this without more blood shed. Will you do this for me, Norman? He looks back at the lot of you and steels himself.
You have my blade for it.
Eileen is mouthing bunnies towards him.
Such an asshole.
It really is, really.
Yeah, you can see his fingers tighten around his axe hilt for a moment. He says, I will march into the forest and find this creature. I know not what it is or where to find it.
Yes, if you could give us a general idea of where it normally lies, we'll definitely march to it and take it down.
I know not where it makes its lair, but the shadow stems from the south, towards the southwest of the forest, near the great tree with silver bark. Tree was silver bark? She just nods. You're weak yet. I will permit you the opportunity to go strong, to sup on the life of this forest, that you may defend it properly. But do not try to leave, Norman, nor your friends. The roads will not be safe for you until my love is avenged and the shadows defeated. And with that, the wolf woman turns and strides away.
Well, that went about as well as possibly I could have hoped for.
Yeah, you're telling me. What
Sure,
was
buddy.
she?
I would assume some sort of were creature, perhaps? Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, you walk with your life for at least a little longer.
Yeah.
And if we can help it, a lot longer.
Alright then. What now? I'm a little new to this adventuring thing.
Well, we go to the general area that she's told us. We hopefully find the beast, then we engage in combat and kill it. If we can take it by surprise, all the better. If not, rely on a little bit of luck to see us through.
I don't know. If any of us are terrified of fighting that woman, and she's terrified of fighting this beast, what do you think our odds are?
Not the greatest.
Good one.
I'll freely admit. Certainly, preparations can attempt to be made. Is there any chance we can get more of that charcoal pine resin made by June? Or is that a quick one-off thing?
She said she used most of her supplies, but I might be able to find more in the old ruins to the north, and well, weren't you all here searching for some magic relic or another? Maybe that could help.
We are, yes. I believe as long as we are in the general area and searching for means of fighting the Beast of Shadows, I don't believe that the warg woman there will mind too much. I don't think we exactly have a long time schedule for it. We'll have to be quick about it.
Yeah, that's right. Be quick. Alright, so where to first? The ruins.
I believe so. If we can find advantage there, take it and see where we go from there.
Yeah. Plus, Vorn, the man who found your church or whatever, he's up near there. Maybe able to kill two birds with one stone.
Oh, you think he'll still be alive?
Maybe he's far enough away from the camp that the wolves might not have gone up that far north.
Let's try not to kill any more animals in case there is a bird to actually piss off.
Yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, there might be another, like, werebird, and that'll start a big whole new war. Wouldn't that be fun?
Alright, well, maybe that'll be a pretty harpy lady or something. Alright, Norman will set his axe on his shoulder and start marching. So, would you guys like to... make your way towards those ruins? And if so, would you like to make a journey test? Because it's a goodly ways away.
I mean, sure.
Sorry, what now? I just got a phone call.
That's fine.
Provisioning.
Journey
Let's
test.
Right.
And yeah, so conveniently there's 4 of you right now, so someone can get assistance. Oh,
Angel, do you have anything related to navigating, like nature, vehicles, or navigator's tool?
Give me 1 second down on my character sheet. My mouse has been bugging out recently, and I can't double click goddamn things. Why is it not clicking? Oh, there we go. Maybe. Hold on. I'm trying to click it. I really am.
What's your bonus?
Come on. There we go. Hold on. Come on now. A little bit.
time to pop that sheet out into a new window.
Alright, I have it open. So let's see here. What do I need for... Freaking goddamn mouse, come on! Alright.
Nature or navigator's tools?
Ah, come on. There we go. Okay, so nature and navigator's tools. No, I have neither of those.
Can we rub a Norman on it?
I've got, like,
So
perception, and that's it.
Norman has athletics, insight, and survival trained. Is that helpful to you guys in any way?
I mean, Aelin has already rolled for provisioner. How's
Yeah.
his... How are raw ints among you two?
He has a big 0.
I sure have a +1.
You have it, and I'll assist you.
Okay. I would have rather done, like, the scouting with the perception, but... Okay.
I've already done this, go.
We should really talk about these things beforehand, but fine. Maybe. Click. There we go. Okay, 17. 19, I mean.
17, okay.
19.
19, even better. Alright, so you guys succeed, but unfortunately, Aelin fails. So let's see, what's a good thing for the provisioner to fail at? Ah, yes, alright. Well, you guys are pretty low on supplies, and Norman only has so much he can share amongst you, which means that Aelin has to go hunting, and man, you find some game and you can take it, but I need everyone to roll a Constitution save against a rank of fatigue from illness, because there's something wrong with this creature once it's brought back. Oh God, Norman, no.
Why? Why have you forsaken me, Constitution saves? Every single time with the prisoner,
Yes,
they've gotten me
better
sick.
than last time.
The kobold once again proves that DCL's correct, that you can eat literally anything.
Once again,
so-
the last time I ate, I got sick.
So if it's from a disease, can I burn my lay on hands pool to help at least one of these poor souls?
Yes. Yes, you can. Who would you like to help?
I feel like I should do Norman just because he got a nat 1 and it is a save and those are a thing, right?
Yeah, he will be taking 2 ranks of exhaustion. If he is not helped. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna burn all of Lewd with hands on Norman.
alright, so you take Norman aside when he's getting a little queasy and give him a get well handy. And yeah, so he is cured, but Lucille and Aelin, you are both going to take a rank of fatigue from just puking your guts up. And when it comes up, There is an inky blackness in this creature that has retched itself up from your stomachs. You feel
Ew.
you feel gross, and more importantly, this deathly taste like rot seeps into your tongues and lips.
Every time. Why do I keep eating things made by you? You just make me sick. These past couple of days, each
You
time.
know, that's not really nice, okay?
It's warranted, though.
So, let's see. Let me just grab some tokens here. So, would one of you be so kind as to roll me a d3?
Sure. 2.
Alright. So, you guys will arrive in the town basically a little after midday. So, let me turn on global illumination. Here. Doot. Cool. And yeah, maybe a quarter mile outside the town, or the ruins thereof, you see that the old dirt road turns to a solid packed stone, and while it's hardly in what you would call good shape, it's solid enough that you could probably get a wagon down it, and distinct enough to follow easy. And so you're able to make it to the outskirts of this ancient elven settlement. Trees grow large and dense around here, and there are several large, surprisingly rounded rocks just impacted into the dirt near the town's edge. Many more than you've seen elsewhere in the woods.
So, did this town just pop up after the whole entire one person finding it, or was this populated recently?
I don't know. And it's an old ruin, so I think Vorin mentioned it was elven. I don't know. It's probably been here the whole time, but this part of the world isn't really explored so well, especially after the Imperial invasion. A lot of forest was burned, a lot of places evacuated.
Yeah.
Silverleaf was hardly populated to begin with, and after that, it was a ghost forest for a while.
I see.
Hmm.
Well, let's be careful about this, and hopefully we can sneak up on anything that might be here. And I will go ahead and make a stealth check if I can get the... Come on, mouse. Why are you not left clicking? There we go. I'll make a stealth check to try and... Nah, it's alright. It's good, guys.
Alright, you just immediately dig your foot into a little pothole and just bloop, flop on your face.
It's all good.
Puka, however, you've lost track of her like an hour ago. Just fucking, was there even a kobold with you? Z also doing pretty goddamn good. Oh no. Well, that's a failed group stealth test, so you are not getting the drop on anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause yeah, Norman failed.
Yeah.
Rip.
Hold on, I need to post a
Rip.
meme real quick.
Oh, well. I sure would like it if I stopped getting fatigue from not my own actions, really.
So, should we just march on the front gates then? Or what's left of them?
Can I make a perception to see if I spot like any kind of like movement within the area over here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Feel that's a good thing to try and do. There's nothing there. It's all good.
There's definitely movement in the trees, everybody. Charlie is in the trees.
Well, I don't see anything, so I think it's probably okay if we go in the front. And if no one stops me, I'm gonna walk into the front gates.
Norman will follow behind you. This place
Awesome.
looks like it saw a battle. Look at these stones. They're pressed into the dirt like a catapult or something hit.
Stony.
The gates are... Oh, there's really anything left of them.
Looks like it might have been a siege of some kind, at least.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna push forward. Am I still good to go forward, or you want me to stop?
No, you keep going.
All right. Yeah, right.
So,
Let's go
Z,
over
could
it.
you make a perception check? I'll give you advantage for your elevation.
Sure.
Alright. So you can't make out any real details because of all the shit between you and it, but there's something moving around inside this building up here.
Alright. I'll just momentarily drop down and whisper at Bess. Hey, 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 hey.
Yes, I see.
Something in the big building. Be careful.
This big
Huh?
building.
I see.
Yeah, something's moving.
I will draw my scimitars and just get ready for anything that might pop out of this.
Are there windows along the side of the building that we're crawling?
Yeah. I mean, there's not like window glass, but there are openings. A lot of them from battle damage that you can see, but there's too much building between you and whatever it is that Z spotted for you to see.
So, I'm going to flutter back up and just press myself against, like, these shingles.
Alright. Want to give me a stealth check to try and creep up?
Sure.
Nice. Alright.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
So... Yeah, by the time you get to the edge there, whatever was making all that movement is gone. Has done itself a hide.
Heck.
Sounds like the push forward time. Better to trip the trap we know than trip the trap we don't know.
You want me to take point?
No, I think I can take point at least for a while bit. Is this building like destroyed enough we could walk inside of it from where we're at, or does there have to be?
Yeah, all of these buildings, there's enough damage that you can just force your way inside somehow.
Okay. Well, she says in the building, so might as well start there, and I will step inside.
Alright. You step inside. There's a small room, maybe like a children's bedroom at one point, and a door leads into an internal hall. Normally
Okay.
will follow you in.
I will step just before the hall and poke my head out around and like try and see if I see anything.
Alright, so as soon as you poke your head around, you feel a blade press against your throat. A long, sharp, curved sword. And as you look, you see a hobgoblin.
Oh
A
fuck.
tall,
Oh,
ragged man with long hair and worn, kind of rusted armor on. He...
Oh no. Oh no, save me. Oh
Of course,
no.
he's in front. Or she's in front.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
yeah, there's a moment of recognition in your eye. He's got this blade to your throat. He seems to be in a defensive move, like, don't get any closer now. But in this moment, Lucille, what do you do?
Hmm. Hmm. Can I make a quick like look beside me, see if Norman has like this look of recognition for it, or?
Norman's not in the hall yet. He's
Oh.
at best he might see the sword.
Hmm. Could I try and bring my own curved sword, like to parry him back and like step back from him?
Yeah, sure. You can make a dex check to try, or an acrobatics check to try and like parry and tumble out of his reach.
Yeah, let's try that.
All right. All right. So yeah, you bring your sword up, your blades clash. He pushes your sword aside, pins it to the wall, and just grabs you by the throat and shoves you up against the wall. Now, who the hell are you?
Oh, wouldn't you want to know, you dirty hobgoblin?
You're one of those, huh? Hey, Norman. Shit, Vorn, what the hell? You put her down, you idiot. It's us. Well, me and...
Bird.
Yeah,
What, you
Norman.
know him?
It's Vorin, the person we're here for.
Fuck, Voran's a hobgoblin?
Is that a
Friend?
problem?
Hmm. Let me make a wisdom save. Oh,
Maybe it's this guy.
for now he isn't. For now it isn't.
Alright, when you say that, Vorin will release your throat. He'll take a long step back out of your immediate sorting range. He'll lower his Kriegsmesser. What the hell are you doing creeping around in a place like this? It's dangerous. Monsters everywhere. Yeah, I know. So why are you still here? They're you pinned in by the wolves, or... Wolves? No. The monsters from the bell tower. I'll point north, deeper into the city. They come at night, trying to find a way to stop them. I guess we can explore this place.
Yeah, they beasts of shadow.
Shadow, yeah. Undead. Ghosties.
Hmm.
Ah, fuck more. Oh, it's just a fairy. Hey, you're kind of cute. Hey there.
Hey! Did Lucille try to kill you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Feelings mutual. Pretty sure you would have had your sword up against my throat there for a little bit.
Hey, I got here first. My building.
Yeah, that's what all the hobgoblins say.
What is your problem, huh?
Don't worry about it.
Probably the, century long imperial occupation.
Yeah, that ended a century ago.
Yeah, sure did. And then you had roaming bands going around burning down villages.
Look, bitch, I was born here. I'm as a Runin as you are. So calm down.
She'll squint, but won't make any move to make anything against him.
Fine, whatever. So what's this
What
about
happens?
wolves? Oh, go ahead, Cardi.
What happens? What happens to these bell tower things in the day?
Oh. I don't know, they scream and run back into the old church up north. Into the center of town. And then in the day, there's the other creepy crawlies, these tiny little horned imps. Come here scavenging.
Ew.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Question. Horned imps or horny imps?
The former, though. Yeah, if the lair imp catches you, it'll turn into the latter. And the eggs I put in you will kill you. So.
Fun.
These sound like horrid abominations.
Not good eggs.
No, not good eggs. Bad eggs make stomach explode.
Eh.
Yes. So keep your eyes out. There might be more of them crawling around the town now.
I see.
So, what the hell are you people all doing here? Something about wolves?
Well, suppose it is Norman's situation. He should be the main speaker for it.
And fast forward like 2 or 3 minutes while he just word vomits. Blah.
Blah.
Warren will nod along the way and say, "Well, that's a right pickle you've gotten yourself into." So, I guess you're looking for where that old church was. Not the one here, but the sunken one.
A little bit.
Yeah, I can tell you here. He'll unroll a map from his pack. It's a hastily drawn bit of work, maybe something he did himself. Let me move some things around here.
I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say it's right in this hex here.
Hey, look at you. In the middle
it's
of
like
the
it's-
lake, I saw
No way.
saw a steeple poking out, and I went to investigate. I saw more bits of roof, but
Oh.
there was a harpy and some of her minions in the steeple, and then the rest of the church is buried beneath this waterfall. I couldn't get close without being spotted, but yeah, if you're looking for it, there it is. Hope it helps you with whatever this wolf thing is.
That remains to be seen.
Yeah. Speaking of things to help, I don't suppose you'd be interested in trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this town at night. Specters.
Undead are pretty unnatural, and, like, if it's going from specters to explodey rape imps, then, yeah, my vote is for,
Sounds
Something
like
else?
shadow monsters to me.
It does sound like shadow monsters. Yes, we should attempt to figure it out. In her mind, she's thinking, man, do I really have to work with an hobgoblin? I really don't like this now.
So yeah, Warren will smile and big, fangy smile with a couple of big pronounced canines, and he'll say, "Right, good. So let's secure the town, this part here, and then when dusk falls, you can see what we're dealing with. They're not aggressive as long as you stay inside, but you get out on the streets, or say a bit of roofing collapses and you find yourself tumbling outside. It's a bad time. They scream and bite and claw at you.
Do they recognize that people are inside, or have you stayed hidden enough for them not to notice?
I stay pretty hidden when I want to be. So, as he's saying this, would everyone give me a perception check?
Sure. There's probably a bunch of imps about to attack us.
Yeah, hey. You guys hear movement outside the town. Tiny little feet advancing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Man, combat sure is a crazy time to try and, like, hit stuff. I may just hit someone in the back.
I mean, that's a thing that can happen in D&D.
Yes.
Yeah. Be a real shame if every time you made a ranged attack, this guy was just immediately in your line of fire. But I'm sure you wouldn't do something like that. That would be incredibly evil.
Yes, wouldn't it? Against my flaws. Hmm.
So, would everyone roll initiative? You guys have enough of an advanced warning that these guys can't get any sort of surprise on you.
I'm just bad at initiative with Z.
It's okay. So there's going to be a little initiative bro in the top corner. Don't mind her. Damn. Fast imps.
Fast imps. Just brings them closer for me to whack with my scimitars.
Nice.
Faster,
I need to
Puka.
deal with the NPCs. Do. Alright, I think that's everyone. So, Puka, you go first.
Puka will come around her. What is this spooky lady look like?
So all of these creatures, I mean, you've played Tits. You know what a fuck. What are they called?
Lapera?
Lapinara. Yeah, they look like Lapinara.
Yes.
Tiny little bunny people with big demonic horns and floppy bunny ears behind them. This one in particular has an enormous rack of horns, and her eyes glow with a yellow eldritch light. They're
Oh,
all
no.
carrying little swords and have slings on their belts, but this one has a particularly long, pointed blade.
Oh no, Saving, you make me fight bunny imps.
Yeah, it's time to fight the bunny imps.
Oh.
The bunny
What
imps,
time
you
of
might
day
call.
is it?
What?
What time of day is it?
It is midday, so unfortunately you
Oh.
are suffering from your koboldism.
Ouch. Bunch of nasties out here. Wah.
Phew. Alright, so you're going for the hexlock?
Yes.
Alright. That is a hit. She yelps in pain as she is struck by an arrow.
Ah.
Anything else?
And then I will shuffle back to the behind the house area.
Alright. So let's see. Yeah, she's going to advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take some more cover here. She will ready an action. Can she see any of you? No, not really. Okay, so yeah, she'll ready an action. And then the other imps will follow suit. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll dive in this rubble pile. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of them have readied actions except that one. Aelin.
Alright. Aelin is gonna tap out and take a look what's happening outside. So
Alright, as soon as you get there, a couple of sling stones are going to come hurling your way.
alright. That's one hit.
Good thing they don't have advantage, but yeah.
And she is going to return the favor to the one who shot her.
Alright. Probably be
So first
this
bonus
one.
action, the hunter's mark, and then she's gonna pew.
Alright. Unfortunately, that will not hit. The
Alright.
arrow bounces off of the rock.
And then she's gonna head back behind cover.
Smart. I'll just move Sif to the back. She's gonna guard the rear guys.
That's
Alright.
fine. That's good.
Lucille.
All right. So first, I'm gonna pick up my other scimitar from the ground. Then I'm gonna take the dodge action. And I assume it's difficult terrain to get out of this building. So like that'd be 10.
Yeah.
All right. Then 15.
Alright, as soon
20.
as you get there, some rated actions are going to go off.
Yeah, and this is why I took the dodge action.
Yep. So first of all, you're going to get cursed by the hex lock.
Ah, bonus action for that. That's okay. That not bonus action, but like readied action for hexing. That's clever.
Yep.
I'll give you that.
And then the basic bitch imp is going to swing. Alright, you no longer have a sling. It broke.
I was
Well.
assuming that she had Eldritch Blast ready, not Hex. But, alright, so let's see. Now it's 10, 15, 25. And then I will take cover over here by the building somewhat.
Alright. So I believe that's all of these guys. Yep. Alright. Foreign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will pull a bow off of his back and take a shot at the only imp he can see, the one behind the rock. Pew! No. We'll duck back into cover. Z.
Alright, how high would I have to flutter to get back out through this roof hole?
Probably like 15 feet.
Okay, sure, let's make it easy for notation, go up 20.
Alright.
And then flutter down here. And it's hand crossbow. Pew!
Pew, pew.
Well, that's a hit.
Yeah, get him.
Get him. Alright. You severely wound this thing. Alright.
That's me.
Makes a little squeal and digs into the rubble trying to find shelter from the sudden ranged attacks. Norman is going to... Let's see. Alright. Lucille, you take this alley. I'll go out the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, and he's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he'll post up here. Actually, maybe like back here, ready to take their charge on. Puka.
I'll peek around here. And how much covered is this one?
It's like half cover, so +2 AC.
We'll shoot at them from around the corner.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, your koboldism gets the better of you this time. She's just a couple of feet away from where you thought she was in the haze.
Right over. Right into the rock.
Bing! And I assume you get back into cover.
Yes.
Alright. Well, the Hexlock. Ah, here we go. Perfecto. What's the radius on this? That's a 20-foot cube.
You're gonna shatter us, aren't you?
Ah, she doesn't have shatter, Jesus.
Wait, no, shatter's the second level.
Fairy fire?
Fairy fire!
Oh. Isn't that concentration?
Yeah, that is concentration. Is Hex concentration too?
Yeah.
So, Hexblade's curse is not.
Oh. Well, double fuck me. Alright, what is this, a dex?
Yeah, it's a dex save. And Vorin needs to make one. Oh, he failed.
No. Fuck off with that.
Alright, well, the Hobgoblin is now... he fucking sparkles like a Twilight character.
Oh no, it'd be such a shame if they all focus him down, he'd die.
And then she's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's gonna climb up here. Then the basic imps. Let's see, this one without a sling. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna come up here and avant you.
En avant, you bastard. Oh, it's a good thing I had the dodge action.
Yeah, it turns out. It helped a lot.
Jeez.
These two imps are gonna charge Norman. Oops. Stabbo, stabbo. He gets hit once for 5. Then the imp behind the cover is gonna try and sling stone Puka. Ping, miss.
Miss.
Alright, and I believe that's everybody. So, Aelin.
Okay, Aelin is going to take another shot at the imp she has marked.
Alright. That's a hit and a kill. Right through her head.
And then as a bonus action, she is going to place her hunter's mark on the Hexlock.
Okay. Yeah, you can
Don't
probably
you-
just see enough of her to make him. Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you need to see them to be able to do that?
Well, I would have moved back here anyway, so...
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fine.
that's... Okay.
Alright, Lucille.
Alright. It's time for a stabbing.
Alright, that is such a stab that it drops the creature.
Alright, let's see here. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, or 10, or 25-ish. I don't really know if we're going upstairs. It's time for a bonus action stab.
Alright.
9.
Fortunately, that does not hit.
Ah. Oh well. That's me.
Alright. Vorin is going to move up into melee over here. Pulls out his sword. Slice. Slay. Blood. Z.
Yeah, Norman's probably got this.
It's probably accurate.
So, guess let's just flutter over here and, fail to contribute.
Alright.
Go Lucille! Go Lucille! Give me an L! Give me a U! Give me a... I don't know how to spell the rest of your name!
That somehow doesn't surprise me.
Wow, super racist. Alright, Puka.
That's not racist, just how the fairies are. I've been around Z long enough that I know she can't spell the rest of my name, no matter how long she tries it.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm only racist towards hobgoblins, not other races.
Bing.
Throw 2 daggers.
Alright. Unfortunately, with all the rubble in
One
the
misses.
way... Yeah, they both miss in this case.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Aww. Aww.
Oh. It's okay, though, because now the Hexlock probably won't miss.
It's fine, she'll probably just crit me and I'll die.
So yes, just in case anyone needs a reminder on what Hexblade's Curse does.
Yeah, 19 or 20.
Alright.
Oh, and bonus damage. Fun.
So yeah, she is going to, oh, actually, conveniently. I don't think that hits.
10 sure does not.
Alright, so she does not manage to Green Flame Blade you, and instead, she's going to use a bonus action to disengage. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get into the building here.
Fight me, you coward!
Into the building, you say?
Yes. He's like on the edge of this big chunk that's been blown out of it. Aelin.
Ellen is going to move it over here, get a better sight of her, and then she's just gonna fire a shot at her.
Okay.
And 15 misses.
Yeah, once again, there's just too much debris in the way. She's able to handily duck down next to this like big chunk of boards here, and you just hit the floor.
Alright. That's gonna be her turn.
Lucille.
Alright, well, I'm gonna follow in. I'm gonna stab this little thing.
Alright.
Coward running away. Boop.
Oh, you hit her. Actually, I think she's going to use her second spell slot. Let's see.
Oh, you
Shield
gonna
is
hellish
plus...
rebuke me?
No, she is going to shield. No fun for you.
You know what? I deserve this for how much I use shield and Borks.
Yep.
Alright, well, I've used my attack and bonus action, so I'm done for this.
Alright. Vorin is going to come up here and try and shoot a 22 AC. Pew! Ah. Real close, buddy. Real close. Z.
Alright. Let's flutter over, and get in above so she doesn't, so, you know, there's less shit in.
Mm-hmm.
Death from above! Or not!
You suffer the curse of Naya. Alright. Norman? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. No, he'll stop here and try and shoot the bitch. Thump. Oh no. So Lucille, a 14 doesn't hit your AC, does it?
It sure beats it!
Oh boy, alright, take 4 piercing damage from an arrow in the back. The irony is palpable.
Hey, it's not the hobgoblin doing it. Don't worry.
It's sure that would be supreme irony.
Look, if it's the Hobong that shot me in the back, I would be actually make a round to go and strike him.
Also, that wouldn't be irony. That would be preemptive self-defense.
No. Look. If the Hobgoblin shoots me in the back, it just justifies me going against him. Self-defense.
Inside of the building. We're out of the sun. Schuster.
Alright.
Right
Sure.
between the eyes.
Oh shit, you
Yes.
pass her AC.
Yes.
Ow. Yeah, you just
Take
pierce
11
through,
damage,
like,
you bond.
you go right through one of her ears and she shrieks in pain.
Quacha.
And then we'll try to avenge her ear. With
Also, is there anything I can hide behind here?
not. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's stuff to hide.
I am 3 feet tall.
You'll have cover from any ranged attacks while you're in the rubble. All right, and GFP on Lucille. God damn it!
No, 7 does not hit.
All right, and disengage. Huh.
Coward! I'm just gonna keep calling after her and get her.
No, she's back in the sun.
All right, the sun protect. All right, Aelin. Well, okay. I mean, if you're gonna be like that,
Oh, damn.
right in the head. And
Blammo.
the dark power of your hunter's mark finishes her off completely. Norman will thrust his axe up in the air and cheer. That was easily done. Sorry about your shoulder.
It's alright. Better you than the Hobgoblin.
Yeah, here. He'll take out some bandages and start working on it. Fucking crossbow. Never got the hang of it.
How do you prefer to hunt them?
Huh? Oh, I'm a spear hunter normally.
Oh.
Yeah,
Boar?
he nods and then flexes, and you can see he's got some pretty stacked muscles. Yeah, have a set of big long lances back at the camp, but not so effective for fighting in close quarters. So prefer the axe for that.
You know what they say about guys with long lances?
Hey. All right, Aelin, on the body of the Hexlock, you find a set of small-sized chain shirt, and she has a rapier, which is currently like blackened with green flames. And roll me 1d100.
Could you repeat that, please?
Roll 1d100.
20.
Okay. Nice. She has 2 gold pieces on her person.
Damn. That's a lot of money on her.
She had 2 gold pieces.
You had.
Yeah. 2 gold pieces is a lot of money in here.
She's also gonna nab the rapier. That never hurts to have a replacement rapier, just in case.
Yep. They are known to break. So, as the fighting settles down, Vorn will look around and say, "Well, that'll do it. Blood on the ground, bodies. Those big nasties will come out all right. Themselves a lunch. Or get ourselves inside. Bunker down.
Yeah.
It'll be a long night.
And now time to roll a hit dice for a short rest.
Yeah.
Alright, 1 hit dice. Don't fail me now.
Time to recover
Actually,
my
wait, hold on. Actually, you know what? No, I'm
rate
not
of
gonna.
exhaustion.
I'm not gonna use the hit dice because I just realized I have second wind I could do.
Yep.
It's
Nice.
fine.
And I'm gonna use the ranger equivalent.
Nice. Alright, so yeah, you guys bunk down and normal make a bit of a campfire to get your dinner ready, and our final shot of the session is everyone sitting around the center of this old ruined structure, Vorn keeping watch on the rafters above as night falls and darkness begins to settle over the town, and then you hear in the distance the ringing of a bell, a slow, haunting thump, thump, thump from across town, and you begin to see movement from the shadows, humanoid figures crawling out from inside buildings or marching down the streets from the north, from the direction of the church. Warren will look down and say, "Here they come. Just stay quiet. With any luck, they'll pass us by. And we'll see if our adventurers have any luck next time." But for now, experience points.
Yay!
Oh man.
All
I'm-
right.
I'm kind of glad my wisdom save for earlier actually passed. I was going to be a lot more catty towards this hobgoblin if it didn't.
Alright, did you explore a new and interesting location for the first time?
Yes.
I'd say so.
You've found this town. Did you discover a new chapter in the story of the forest?
I'd say so, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you have learned about the Shadow. Did you complete or significantly advance the quest for the Chalice of Overflowing Magic? Yes, you found Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you acquire a permanent magic item?
No.
Gold.
No. Unfortunately, magic and money are two distinct things in this universe.
Yeah.
Did you defeat a legendary foe or a direct threat to a friendly settlement? I'm going to give that one to you
Kind of.
because,
Yes.
yeah, you guys have brokered a peace.
averted a direct threat.
Yeah.
For now, at least.
Oh, I'll give that to you. So, everyone get 4 experience, except Aelin, you get 5.
Yay.
Little makeup there, since there won't be much opportunity for downtime.
Yes.
Ooh, boy. That's good. We're up to 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm just going to
Alright.
put this in.
And if you're watching the stream, thanks for tuning in. Next up is Stray's game. That whatever's going on there, don't worry about it. It definitely doesn't have a funny acronym or anything. You shouldn't watch it. It's boring and totally safe for work. So yeah, we will see you then. Have a good one, everybody.